Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. Today's video is going to be very special. We are getting ready for a Summerween live stream. So, stay tuned because we're about to play with makeup. I've my sunglasses chosen. My regular, everyday, casual outfit. Something comfortable, summery, in a goth form of summery, that is. My version of a goth summer outfit. And we're going to get started with her makeup. So we're going to use this iconic makeup. For those of you who don't know, this is actually this foundation I spoke of in a video a while back, I want to say a couple of months ago, when somebody refused to allow me to purchase it. Long story short, I got to purchase it, and it was just mainly somebody who, I don't know, I guess it was just somebody who didn't understand that I wanted to be as pale as a corpse. So, and I chose this because the foundation that I got on Temu, they stopped selling. But the fun, interesting part is some items that also stopped selling have started to be sold again on Temu. So I'm wondering if that foundation that I really liked might be coming back. I haven't looked, but I'm hoping so because the texture was very nice. The pigment of the foundation was really good. It stayed, and I could get about 5 of them for the price of one, because I normally get my main foundation from Sunset Makeup, but a bottle of that after tax and everything comes out to you at 20 something US dollars, and I can't often afford that. So I saw that in the texture of it was very similar to Sunset Makeup, so 5 for the price of one. Because after I checked 5 of them, it would come up to 7. And normally I tried it for the first time, liked it, and then they stopped selling it. So that's normally my luck when I try a new product. I buy it, I like it, it's no longer being sold. So now that I've noticed that items that were taken off Temu have been put back on Temu, I'm wondering if that foundation is there. So I'm going to look later. So wish me luck. So let me look in the mirror, because like I've always said, it looks good on the camera, but I may have missed something. So yeah, we're doing a very light base, because this is what I normally do a thick base. I always do a thick base, but I wanted to do a kind of a light base to be comfortable, because there's going to be a light, like the light that's pointing at me right now is going to be blaring in my face for perfect lighting. So I want something where I'm not going to be uncomfortable, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so we got the foundation on. Now let's grab our handy dandy contour and contour and highlight Goth palette from Sunset Makeup. Very good buy, recommend it. Pigment is wonderful. Not sponsored. But before we do that, we're going to dab into this smine, and we're going to, make ourselves just a little bit more quartzy. But very lightly. We're not doing too much. We just want a very fine, and normally I would put this on a sponge, but I want to kind of use my hands for once. I found a light base when you're mixing foundation, I've always found the hand to be a lot better. So I just want kind of like a semi-natural look with the foundation, and I've always found using my hands because they're better. And you see, we didn't have to do too much. See, a little on our hands. We're just, yeah, perfect. And see, a little goes all the way because, you know, when you're blending two foundations and it's still a little wet, and it's going to look a lot better when we put the powder over it. So let me wash my hands real quick and we'll go to the next step. Alright, now that we've washed our hands, next is our powder. A very light pigment of it this time, not a heavy layer, just a light pigment. Tap out the excess. Look at all that foundation powder blow everywhere. And then we're just carefully buffering it on. And like I said, this is very light, but this will still hide discoloration, look good, and it's good to, like, let's say if you got like if you're out at an event, you weren't wearing makeup, you're wearing like maybe a light, you know, a non-foundation golf makeup, and you end up getting a little bit of a tan like I did this year, which is horrific. It's not as deep of a tan, and the camera hides it, but it's that horrific farmer's tan nightmare. This light base foundation gives you that kind of a close between a natural and a sickly natural tone to your skin, which is what I love. Next, what I like to do is I like to kind of rub my hands around it, you know, anything that's like not blended, I blend it in. All creases, like lid cracks, I call it lid cracks. They're not wrinkles, they're just details to your lids. You know, things that you can't see, and it's really nice. Like, literally, I wish you guys could see it, the non-camera version of this. It really looks natural. It doesn't look natural on camera, but when you see it in person, it does have like a natural pale look to it. Alright, contour time. This I always do religiously. Very rarely I will not do contour. And what I like to do is there we go. And it's almost time too. It's like 10:43 here. The event begins 12:30 our time. Oh, interesting. I'm in a new neckline. I'm in a new chin line. How interesting. Okay, we'll just have to make it work. Looks kind of cool though. Gives me a different neck shape. I actually kind of like it. It makes my chin look interesting. Alright, okay, so I went on my walk. I started doing my walks early, and the main reason why is because a lot of people like to stop me, ask me questions. A lot of people who live here wants to have a conversation with me if they're outside, and it delays, and my motivation can get easily distracted, and it's very hard for me to maintain maintain that, my motivation. And it's like, I'm trying to be like, be polite and be like, yeah, cool, have a nice day, I'm trying to end the conversation, but they keep talking, and it's driving me crazy. And then people, I call them at-home tourists because they're locals. They want to know in more details about why I look like this. And it's like you're trying to walk. You're continuously trying to walk because you're trying to tell the person quietly. It's like, I'm in a hurry. I need to get going. But they're like insistent, and they sometimes, the worst is when they circle around you and they get in front of you and they block you. I don't like that. And plus, I'm not giving my number out. They keep saying, let me give you my number, or give me your number. I want to do this for you. I want to do that for you. And it's like, I don't know you. I appreciate it, but I don't know you. I don't even know your name, and it's like, I don't know anything about you. You can introduce yourself, but it's like, I haven't known you for months or years. I just, you just introduced yourself to me today. So it's like, and like I said, it's just, when I will be honest, when I have a schedule set, and I'm determined to follow that schedule, and it's messed up in any way, my temperament tends to change these days because of it. So it's like, if my schedule is affected or delayed, and I know it's affecting my what is that word? I've just said it earlier. My determination, for lack of a better word, my determination to do these workouts, like, because I'm literally, in the beginning I was forcing myself. Now it's just become a regular routine. Now, and if that routine is delayed, it drives me crazy. It literally drives me crazy. So, I don't like it when that happens because it affects my mood. Plus, another reason why I do it early in the morning is because it avoids the tourists, who I will say are very obsessed with the Space Needle. Same tourists that I see every year, and they're taking the same pictures of the Space Needle that they took last year, and you're trying to get around them. They get mad when you try to get around them. And it's like, this park, I'm going to refer to the Space Needle area as a park. It's not just for you, it's for other people as well. So, take your picture. Do not take my photo without my consent. I hate that. That's another reason why I walk early, because there's people who will just take your photo. You take your photo. No permission asked. Sometimes they'll ask. Sometimes they won't. I don't like that. So yeah, I just do my walks early to avoid all that BS. That and screaming kids. I cannot stand untamed children. And you have to try your best not to, try your hardest not to run into them because they're not looking where they're going. The parents are not not telling them to look where they're going. I could go on a rant to that. I just don't like that. I don't like it when parents don't, I don't want to say keep their kids on a leash, but tell their kids to be respectful. I mean, literally, it's probably, I was raised a certain way, and it's like, at a very young age, you learned how to, when somebody's if somebody's walking your way, you don't want to be in their way, so you move away, or if you need to get past them, you say, excuse me, that sort of thing. These days, when you ask a kid, and if they say excuse me, you move out of the way. These days, when you're trying to move around, and there's this kid that's in your way, and you're saying, excuse me, they're not moving. I'm not going to go into that. It's just, in conclusion, I'll just say that people are bragging about how this new generation, they're very proud of this new generation. What are you proud of? What are you proud of? Tell me, give me a good reason other than the younger generation are voting. Okay, so they're voting. Depends on who they're voting for. Don't be proud of them because they're just voting. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm on a anger rant. But anyway, changing the subject. It's going to be a Summerween event. It's going to be awesome. All the good Goth friends that are going to be there, all my good Goth friends, I think there's going to be one or two new people this time. Again, one or two people this time. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, meeting more people. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. And now I'm singing. Da 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 da. Okay. All right. Now that we've got our eyeshadow in, I'm going to wash my hand, or my finger I should say, and then we'll start with the eyeliner. Oh, 17 minutes in. We're already 17 minutes in, you guys. I didn't know we were filming that long already. Yeah, as I was saying, my motivation can be easily distracted. I don't like it when it's easily distracted because then, I don't know, like I said, it affects my mood. But it's so funny that I try to be very careful keeping in my waterline, but I always end up making intricate designs down my cheeks and stuff. One eyebrow, two eyebrows. Alright. Ooh. Alright, there we go. Now then. I'm going to pause for a moment because I kind of like how the eyes look. So I'm going to put on my lips while I think if I'm going to add more or not. Okay. Let's see. My glasses. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright. Oh. See. I actually like it. I want to add more, but it looks so good. Okay, so I think this is going to be our look for our get together today. I'm going to style my hair just a smidge, spray some stuff in it, put on my outfit, and I'll show you the Summerween look. Right, we haven't put these ones on in a while. Let me see. No, that's not the right side. One sec. Alright, thumb. There's the thumb. There's the finger. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's one. Oh, it stretched out pretty good. Wasn't expecting that. Got a little hair in my nose. Okay, here's this one. See, wrong side. I'm obsessed with putting them on wrong. Ooh. I like to be a little rough with them so they kind of stretch out and look kind of cool like this side. Also, it kind of gives them a web effect. Like right here. I don't know if you see it, kind of looks kind of webby. Alright. Ooh, nails are mucked up. Let's paint our nails. Alright, just 2 more fingers to go. Okay. This is not a pretty job. I'm good with painting other people's fingernails, but when I paint my own, not so good. Alright. Now, last but not least, and here it is, our Summerween attire for the Goth Summerween get-together. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, and stay tuned for the stream hosted by our good friend Star Raven, Gothic Eternity. See you guys soon at the live. Bye-bye.